Good morning friends. So I am your new botany lecturer. So far in the first year, the madam completed up to the inflorescence. So after that, the next topic is the flower. The next topic is the flower. So what is flower? So flower is a modified stem. So flower is a modified stem. So flower is modified stem. So the stem here, so for example, this is the stem. So on this stem, here we see the nodes and internodes. So these are the nodes, and this part is normally the internode. So the internode. So here there is not much differentiation among these nodes and internodes. So which seems to be not much elongated, which seems to be a compact structure. Later this compact or condensed shoot. So further this is going to be developed into the flower. So that is going to be modified and developed into the floral organ, and that we are called it as the flower. So that is we are called it as the flower. So flower mainly including 4 parts. So the flower includes mainly 4 parts or 4 whorls. So the flower mainly including the 4 whorls, and so those are mainly calyx, and the second one is the corolla, and the third one is the androecium, and the fourth one is the gynoecium. So calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. So these are the 4 whorls or 4 parts mainly present in the flower. And if we look at the structure of the flower, here, this is the stalk of the flower. So the stalk of the flower, and on the stalk, we see a swollen structure. So we see a swollen structure on the above of the stalk of the flower. So this is the stalk of the flower. So generally the stalk of the flower we call it as pedicel. So this is called as the pedicel. So the stalk of the flower, we call it as the pedicel. So pedicel, that is the stalk of the flower, and on this pedicel, here we see a swollen structure. So this swollen structure is normally the base of the flower. So this is the base of the flower, and this is we call it as the thalamus. So that is we call it as thalamus or receptacle. So thalamus or receptacle. So mainly in the flower, especially the stalk of the flower is called as the pedicel, and on the above pedicel, here we can see a swollen structure, and which is the base of the flower, and that is we can call it as the thalamus or receptacle. And on the above of the thalamus, we can see all these 4 parts of the flower. That is the calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. So here, if we see from the outer region, the first part is the calyx. So the first part, that is the calyx. So this is the calyx region, which is the outermost region of the flower or outermost whorl of the flower. So this is the calyx, and after that, here we see the corolla. So which are normally the corolla region, which is present. So this is the corolla portion. So corolla, and at the same time, we see the androecium. So androecium. So these are all the androecium, and in the center, we see the female reproductive part, that is we call it as the gynoecium. This is the gynoecium, and these are the the androecium, which are the male reproductive part. So mainly, so this is the general diagram of the flower. So in this mainly, so we see the stalk of the flower, that is called as the pedicel, and on the above the stalk we see the swollen portion, so which is the base of the flower, that is called as the thalamus or receptacle, and on the above thalamus, so we can see all the four whorls of the flower, that is the calyx, which is the outermost region, and after that, so the corolla region, and after that the androecium, and in the center, so we see the gynoecium. So these are the four major parts or four major whorls which are present in the flower. And here the calyx and the corolla. So the calyx and corolla, so these two are generally called as the accessory organs. So accessory whorls or accessory organs. And androecium and gynoecium. So androecium and gynoecium, these are called as the reproductive whorls. Reproductive whorls. So mainly calyx and corolla. Calyx and corolla, these two are generally called as the accessory organs or accessory whorls, and the remaining androecium and gynoecium, these two are called as the reproductive whorls or the reproductive parts. So mainly the calyx and corolla, they do not participate in the fertilization. They do not participate in the fertilization. So but both the calyx and corolla are helpful in the fertilization process. So if we see the function of the calyx, so the calyx mainly protecting the flower. What is the function of the calyx means? So which is going to be protect the flower when it is bud condition. So when it is in condition. So when the flower is in bud stage, so at that time the calyx completely encloses. The calyx completely encloses the flower, and by that flower is going to be protecting. So with the help of this calyx. And the second one is the corolla. So corolla, generally these are seems to be brightful. So the corolla, which is normally brightful and colorful. So because of this bright and colorful nature, so mainly the corolla, so which are going to be attracting the pollinators. So which are mainly going to be attracting the pollinators. So attracting pollinators. So here what are pollinators? So pollinators means which are going to be affect the pollination process. For example, the pollinators may be insects, the pollinators may be birds, or the pollinators may be or any other animals. So all these are going to be attracted. So attracted to this corolla, and after that when those pollinators are reaching this flower, so at the same time they are also bringing the pollen grains from the other flowers, and further those are going to be releasing onto the female reproductive part, and further the fertilization process is going to be takes place. The fertilization process is going to be takes place. Okay.